Your beliefs are self-fulfilling. How does that create the world around you? And how does that affect your happiness and your well-being and even your success? Stay tuned. I've been asked the question many times, what is the point of learning NLP? What can it do for me? What is it, and what does it do? This is not going to be a video about exactly what it is, but along the way of this explanation, you'll find out more about NLP and how it works. If you haven't already though, please click subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can get these videos on a regular basis. So beliefs are these really powerful generalizations we make that affect the way we perceive reality and the life experience that we have. And NLP deals a lot with beliefs if you take it to that level, if you take it deep enough. It used to be NLP was more about behavior, and then they discovered how much beliefs affect our behavior. So if you go to that level, you can kind of go from the top down and change beliefs, which then alter your behavior. And it's much more powerful if you do it that way. Our beliefs about the world and about other people affect how we perceive reality and how we live. And if you believe that you live in a threatening, fearful, violent world, your mind will sort for that information and you will create that world around you, and you will be fearful of people, you will be living in more of a defensive mode of life, waiting for the next bad thing to happen. And when it does, it will confirm your belief, and you'll say, see, I knew that life was terrible, I knew that life was dangerous, I knew that life was something to be afraid of, and this confirms it. And then you just get caught in this vicious cycle of reconfirming your beliefs and looking for those evidence to confirm that belief. What's even more powerful, which can actually make this even more dangerous or even give you a better life, is your beliefs about you, your beliefs about yourself. So if you believe that the world is a dangerous place, or people are dangerous, or people are bad, or what have you, you can go away to the forest, to a secluded area, and you might feel safe from that. However, if you believe that you are a bad person, if you believe that you are a screw-up, or if you believe that you are an evil person, and whatever negative beliefs you could have about yourself, no matter where you go, you experience that. You can't get away, you can't hide, you can't seclude yourself. And this is why the self-concept model that Steve Andreas created is so powerful, and why I keep going on and on about it, because it's had such a profound effect in my life. So when you have beliefs about yourself that are good, and that you are a kind person, that good things happen to you, you're a successful person, you're a go-getter, you're all these positive things, you will seek to fulfill that, and you will seek evidence to make that true. And at times when you fall down, or when life is beating you down, or there are some real things that are happening in your life that are really, really tough, your self-concept can endure all this, especially if you have very positive beliefs about yourself that will lift you up and get you through these hard times. How we do this is kind of haphazard. No one taught us how to formulate good, positive beliefs about ourselves and about the world. People will tell you, you should do this, you should think positive, you should say good things to yourself, you should say good things to other people. That doesn't really work that way. You can invest a lot of time and energy in trying to go at your self-esteem directly. It just doesn't work, because you can try to convince yourself of this. You can stand in front of a mirror and say nice things to yourself about yourself, and then you could walk out into the world, and the first time somebody throws something negative at you, you fall apart. So it has to have a solid foundation from within. The more you believe it, the more it will be real, and the more you can bounce back. So how do we even create beliefs? It's extremely haphazard and mostly unconscious. We have experiences, some good, some bad. We get a lot of feedback from our parents mainly. We get feedback from our teachers, from other adults as we're growing up. And we're having these experiences and we're categorizing them. And this is all sort of happening haphazardly. Probably the most successful, the most happiest people in the world just so happen to haphazardly create really positive beliefs about themselves that really endure, and about the world. Though they can most likely improve their beliefs still. So what happens is, Steve Andreas has something he calls scope and category, or the way that he calls it is scope and category. Scope is how you process the raw data of information that are coming in through your five senses. Category is how you categorize that data. So this information is coming in through my five senses, and then I'm processing that. So how do I process that? Do I mainly process that in movies? Do I mainly process that in sounds or in voices or talking to myself? That would be the scope. And so there's a special coding that we give to it, and it's individual to us. And what that coding looks, feels, and sounds like is where we bring in submodalities. I'll spend some time on that on a different video. Depending on how we code it will affect how we categorize it. What you can do with NLP is you can discover your limiting beliefs by thinking about what you want and then asking yourself what stops you. And when you ask yourself what stops you, most of the time the limitation will come up. Well, I can't because it's too expensive. I can't because I wasn't born with the right genetics, what have you. So that's how you've categorized it. The belief is how you've categorized it. Then you can dig into the scope of how you know that to be true. So when you think about a belief, how do you know that to be true? And most of the time when I ask people that, they come up with all these reasons. Well, we're not looking for reasons, because I can try to talk you out of your beliefs, but it's not going to work that way. It's not going to really change how you think about yourself and about the world. But if you can get into the scope, how you're seeing this, what is the visual representation of this belief? Is it a movie? Is it a still picture? Is it bright? Is it small? Is it big? Or is it something you're hearing? Are you hearing a voice that's telling you you're this or you're that? That's the scope. And when you go into that and you start changing that, then everything starts to change. And the beliefs will change. Steve's self-concept model is the most powerful NLP technique, model, whatever you want to call it, for changing beliefs. Now, there's a lot of belief change technology out there in NLP, and a lot of good stuff out there. Scope and category I found to be the most powerful. It does take some time to understand it, and I am working on an online training so that more people could have access to this. I teach this in Transforming Yourself, the workshop. If you're interested in learning more about this, you can get Steve's book, Transforming Yourself, which is where I started with this. And then, of course, I was mentored by Steve, still being mentored by Steve, and learning more all the time as I go deeper and deeper into this model. So how can NLP help you? NLP can help you change your beliefs about the world, and your beliefs are self-fulfilling. So what you believe about the world, you will make true. More importantly and more powerful is NLP can help you change and create the kind of beliefs about yourself that will make you who you want to be, who you would like to be, who you know that you can be. And this is completely authentic. This is not a deviation and you're trying to be something you're not. What you value is what you can become. Let that sink in. That is an extraordinarily powerful thing, and I know of no other technology than NLP that makes this possible. Please check out our website, nlp-gym.com. If you haven't already, like I said, please subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can get these videos on a regular basis. Follow us on Facebook. You'll get real-time updates, especially on trainings. And I hope to see you at a future training or at one of our free practices. Take care.